Hey, so usually I wouldn't be recording or uploading on a day that I work. I have been trying to upload every day that I do not work, but I find it difficult to upload when I do work. But today I do work, and I'm going to record anyway, and I'm going to upload anyway. Mainly just because I have something to say, and I also I'm going to be off for a couple of days, and then I'm starting driving school, so it will be very difficult to upload during the day for the next 2 weeks. So I want to get this out of the way. um, I do not have all the answers. I don't need to have all the answers. All I need to do is have an idea. Um, so essentially, the more minds you have working on a single problem, the quicker that problem becomes solved. Regardless of the average intellect of those minds, regardless of how many geniuses there are working on the problem. Of course, with more minds comes more geniuses. Um, and essentially, through collective effort, you can overcome anything. Even if it's a bunch of morons doing it. Not calling anyone watching a moron, but just saying. Um, so, Isaac Arthur actually has discussed this in the past. Isaac Arthur is a futurist on YouTube. He deals with a lot of science fiction and real science as well. But he uses the example of an Einstein refrigerator. I think that's what it's called, if I recall correctly. And essentially what this is, it's a certain sort of architecture that, without any electricity, cools things down to a refrigerated point. And well, what he says is that I don't necessarily need to know exactly how to make one, I just need to have the idea. And if I were to be stranded in the past, or in a medieval era, or in on some planet where humans have devolved technologically, I could just give them the idea, and then other people will work it out. Now, part of this is trial and error. The more people you have trying something out, the quicker you get through the trial and error process. Part of it is actual intellect. Just taking bits of knowledge that you already know work, and applying it and modifying it until you get a refined product. So essentially, I don't need to have all the answers, because all I really need to do is come up with an idea that will inspire someone else to work out the rest of the idea and solve the problem. And maybe there's a long chain of people. Maybe I give an idea to one person, that person refines the idea, they give it to another person, that person refines the idea further, and then there's a chain, and then finally it gets to a point where it is perfect. I never needed to have the answer, because other people had bits and pieces of the answer that, with my inspiration, were able to solve the problem. So this is a shorter video today, because I just I don't feel I don't have a whole lot more to say on this topic. But essentially, I'm an idea guy. I'm not necessarily a solutions guy. I do try to get to the solutions, but I don't always have the solution. But I do have ideas, and I like to give people ideas, and I like to start discussions. And if you watch my videos and you are inspired, or if you get ideas from them, or if you read my essays and you get ideas from them, or if you read any of the books that I read, that I recommend, you can get ideas from them, and you can refine these ideas, and you can work towards a better solution. All I'm doing is pointing the way, really. I'm just a guide of sorts. But no one needs to have all the answers. We just need to have good ideas. And like Terence McKenna said, this world is in danger from the absence of good ideas. So just try to come up with as many ideas as you can. That's about all. Thank you for watching. Peace.